What up, all you party people? How are you today? Welcome along. Good to see you. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please, please, please like and subscribe. Do you a good deed for a Monday. Shall you do that for me? That would be very, very kind. Good to have you here with a couple of talking points from the weekend. If you were at a game, if you took in any of the action, it was quite a brilliant weekend. Some decent little performances in there, especially in yesterday's game. So I wanted to take a moment just to go through some of the key standout performances and standout moments from the game. And obviously, it all revolves around Lauren James and around Bunny Shaw, who both have had some incredible personal achievements when it comes to hat-tricks. I couldn't imagine being that good. I couldn't imagine. Can you? Anyway, let's unpick it. Let's start with the game yesterday at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea against Manchester United. In the league, they were last playing there in November. Excuse me, Lauren James got a hat-trick. It was a 5-1 win over Liverpool. And yesterday she got her hat-trick against her former club, Manchester United. And just so good to see her creative flair. When she plays like that, she makes it look like the easiest thing in the world to do. She had new hair. Who this? She was absolutely unstoppable. And the way she just glides in and out, I think she suits that number 10 area just absolutely perfectly. But it's so hard for Chelsea to be without Sam Kerr. It's hard for any team to be without Sam Kerr. And you just look at the attacking options. You look at Lauren James when she's on form like that, and they have the answers to step up and cover Sam Kerr, who's going to be out for the next, say, 9 months to a year, maybe 8 months anyway. But listen, she was absolutely unstoppable. She was celebrating in front of the Manchester United fans. You know, they've got a good, solid group there. Emma Hayes has spoken about Aggie Beever-Jones stepping up to the challenge, being a goal threat. Mia Fischel doing it too. You've got Guro Wrighton returning to form. She's fond of finding the back of the net. And so many other options for Chelsea. But Lauren James yesterday, absolutely outstanding. No player has managed back-to-back successive hat-tricks at Stamford Bridge, apart from Lauren James. So she absolutely deserves credit for that. And you know, excuse me, the amount of Twitter, TikTok, not so much TikTok, but the comments towards Lauren James can be so derogatory. It doesn't come down to her football. It comes down to how she looks. It comes down to the colour of her skin. It comes down to her body image. Some of the things I've seen over the last 12 hours since that game are just sick, are sick and inappropriate and cruel. And at a young age that she's at 22 years old, you hope that she's protected. You know, the fans should be protecting her. And it's sad to see some of the things that she's subjected to. She's doing her talking on the pitch and she's just an absolute super freak. She's outstanding. Also at the game yesterday, Manchester United, we knew it was going to... They kind of came back into it, didn't they? That goal through Hayley Ladd, but it wasn't nearly enough to rival Chelsea. And I think there's a little bit more of an expectation now on Manchester United. You want Marc Skinner to be able to find the ways to win. The form's been a little bit questionable this season. And it looks like they're going to lose Mary Earps. It looks like they're going to lose their key player, you know, up there in the Ballon d'Or, the FIFA best twice, the Golden Glove winner of the World Cup, and just such a powerful figure within Manchester United. If she leaves, which looks possible, I don't think the Arsenal rumour is on anymore. If she is to leave Manchester United, you're looking at a club that will be starting to rebuild again. Like Gazy, for example, she's not hit it. What is wrong? And I feel you might agree on this, and you can please put your thoughts in the comments, that a number of the United players in game aren't looking too pleased. You know, I get it when you're losing, it's hard, but there's a bit of it feels like there's a bit of a negativity within the camp for Manchester United. Also, Skinner out banners. Who did that? Rachel Williams went over and she's like, take them down, get the banners down. I've never seen that in women's football before. Fans really been making their voices heard. We've seen the reports of Marc Skinner, and fans not being overly pleased with the performances. You want to be up there with the likes of Manchester City. You want to be progressing into finals like they did last season. You want to be competing for Champions League football, but they're starting to trail. And it does look a little bit worrying for Marc Skinner. What would you do? Have your say in the comments. Do you keep Marc Skinner at Manchester United and hope things progress, or is it time now, with the way the game's going and the big name players coming in, that they need a bit of a shake up and a change and maybe a better manager there in charge? He has done good. I think he has the team ticking well, but something is missing for Manchester United. Let's talk about Bunny Shaw. Oh my God. Oh my wordy. Another hat-trick for Bunny Shaw. I mean, this time against Liverpool. Hat-trick's been the theme of this conversation. She's now had 3 hat-tricks in the last 3 months. November against Spurs, December against Everton, and yesterday against Liverpool. That, Bunny! Everyone, let's hear it for Bunny Shaw. She's a machine. She's finding herself in all the right areas. She's reading the game well. She's such a threat on goal, and defence don't know how to stop her. And I actually think I previewed this game yesterday for Sky. You've got to look at the goals that that Liverpool would be lacking in that final third. Manchester City, you've got Bunny Shaw. She will definitely get that job done for you, providing she gets that service. So a really good performance from Manchester City once again. They couldn't afford to drop points if they want to stay in that title race. When it comes to the table, they're above Arsenal. When it comes to goal difference, that's where Arsenal need to start being clinical, because we've quite often seen the Champions League spots be defined by goal difference. So I'm looking at City, who are banging them in for fun. I mean, they've been outstanding. So really good performance for Bunny Shaw. Her 3rd hat-trick in 4 games. I mean, that just speaks for itself. Just briefly on Arsenal, Beth Mead's confidence in front of goal. She just has that killer instinct. Russo is there. She's working hard. We know she's an honest player and I love her. I'm still obsessed with her. But they need to be clinical in front of goal. You get 19 shots, only 6 on target. Arsenal really need to start working on that. I would like to see a little bit more of Viv in there up front, perhaps now working on her fitness. We're going to see her starting that little bit more and starting to offer a little bit more up front. But I think there's pressure on Arsenal to win the league. Absolutely no doubt about it. I think there is no room for error. The investment that have come in, the number of key players that have come in, record transfers. No Champions League. You have to be winning the league. You have to be. So that's something to ponder. You can let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. But also just finally, Spurs beating West Ham last night 4-3. A lot more to give there for West Ham. Yes, the signings have made that impact. Yes, it was a much better performance. But Spurs have the all-out attack philosophy. They seem to be adopting across the club. They've got that identity now. Robert Villaham getting the job done and Spurs becoming the best of the rest in the table. Rihanne Skinner, I would be concerned. I think when you are flirting with relegation for Tottenham Hotspur last season and then you come into West Ham and again you're flirting with relegation, something's not quite right. I know she's a very experienced manager. Perhaps it's with the board. Perhaps they need to be supporting the women that little bit more. But with the key transfers they've brought in this window, it feels like there is a little bit more support. I know there's always more that we're not completely entirely aware of. But if I'm Rihanne Skinner, I'm starting to feel a little bit worried. She's level at the bottom there with Bristol City, and I think Bristol City are producing good football. Yesterday was a lot better of a performance, but Spurs go and take all 3 points. So it's a real problem for Rihanne Skinner and West Ham at the moment. Get yourself in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Please like, please subscribe, and it was good to catch up. Bye.